Scorpio, welcome to my channel, Energy to Elevate. We are going to go ahead and hop right into your reading for this week. Forgive me for putting these up kind of late, but let's hop right into it. So the first three cards we have are from the Wild Offering Oracle deck, and they just provide a general sense of key themes, issues, what's really presenting itself to you this week, Scorpio. And then I pulled directly from the Santa Martha Tarot, quick past, present, future energy pull for you guys. And then I'm going to top it off with some cards from the Archangel Michael deck to provide some guidance for you all, essentially advice. So let's hop right into it. So the themes that are presenting themselves for you this week are mistakes, work, and creative blocks. So right off top, it's clear that this is going to be kind of like about career, work being in the middle of your reading. It seems like you guys are really trying to recover from some mistakes, missteps, mishaps at work. And you are really struggling right now with a creative way forward, just based on the general oracle decks there. So past energy, I got the Three of Wands clarified by the Seven of Cups for you guys. So this mistake was essentially birthed out of a choice that you may have made based on emotions. With the Seven of Cups being here to clarify the Three of Wands, this has been something that happened in the far past. I don't think it's too recent, but it's something that's still top of mind for you. So essentially you're still at this period in space, or you have been in the recent past, where you're still trying to recover from this poor choice. Like I said, it feels like it's something that you made based on emotions. It could have been a decision that you made just off of the mere fact that you went with something that was more familiar. You didn't necessarily take a risk here. You may have tried to replicate something that was done in the past, and that just did not turn out as well as you had expected. So the past energy guiding this being the Three of Wands. Moving forward from this has been your priority for a little while. However, you're at this point right now where you're really, or you have been in this point where you're really trying to, reassess the steps you've taken so far to recover from this mistake, and what can you do to move forward. With your present energy being the Strength card clarified by the Nine of Pentacles, I think you're at this point within recovery where you're really trying to think about your self-image, your self-confidence. Looks like it took a knock with whatever mistake you made, or there's just this sense of you being really cognizant and aware of how this mistake is affecting how you show up, how other people see you in the workspace. It could also definitely be affecting your brand or your professional reputation in some way, shape, or form. And right now you're just in this space where not only do you need your confidence to come back up to a higher level, but whatever this was to happen in the past, it also may have impacted your money flow. You may have had some fears that you would be demoted, or you could potentially be in some type of commission-based work where the choices you make, how many people you bring in, that type of thing really impact how much you're paid, or maybe you're paid by the hour and you're not necessarily getting as many hours as you used to because of the choice that you made. And you're really in this space where you're really struggling with this. This has been something that's weighing heavy on your heart. This has been something that you're just really, like I said, cognizant of. And you are working really hard to just overcome this. And there's a part of you that really feels defeated. You're feeling emotional about this choice. You're feeling emotional about how other people are seeing you. And really, most importantly, you're struggling with how you see yourself. You're really, like I said, you've been struggling to get past this for some time now, and you're at this place where you kind of feel stuck. You aren't really sure what to do next, what to say next, what next steps are, what essentially is the best way forward from this point in time. You may have tried other strategies, tried other things, and are kind of in this space where you're feeling like things aren't necessarily working the way that you planned. So, like I said, you've been in this point of really reassessing, reevaluating the way forward. You know, how do I move forward from this mistake in my career, within my profession, while putting on, you know, the best face forward? You could be feeling like you aren't necessarily able to show up as your true self right now, in a sense that you may feel like, you know, you have to wear a mask or kind of have to tiptoe around the issue. You, like, feeling like you're essentially walking on thin ice at work because of whatever this thing was. And I kind of want to be nosy and pull a few more cards and figure, just learn a little bit more about what happened. But if this is resonating with you, you know exactly what it is, you know exactly how you're feeling. So the good thing here, Scorpio, is I do see you recovering from this with the Page of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. I think what's really important for you right now is to continue to be very intentional about your growth, about your professional development. I think that what's going to help you move past this creative block to really tap into your, like, your creative side, to really get inspiration. I think that continuing to read, continue to just intake as much information as possible. So you could be looking at self-help articles, you could be reading blogs online, you know, getting books to help you overcome whatever this is. But I do see and feel that your inspiration to really move past this is gonna come from something that you read. It could also come from studying, from sharpening your skill set, really building your professional toolbox with the Page of Swords here. And I feel like by you being very intentional about your professional development and growth, you are going to come across something that is going to allow you to completely recover from this at work with the Seven of Pentacles here. You are moving forward in a very resilient way. So it just feels like you're being hard on yourself right now, and it's completely understandable. When we mess up at work, we are in our heads. Like I said, we are thinking about how other people see us, and it's when you've built a brand and a reputation and key relationships at work, it kind of feels like one poor mistake can erase all of that. But just know that your reputation and your brand and all of that is something that's built over time, and it's built over time through consistency. And one mistake is not going to tarnish your brand and your reputation. And as you are seeking to grow and progress and move forward, always continuing to grow, continuing to develop, continue to invest in you is key. Right now, while everyone is kind of home on the quarantine, it may be helpful for you to tap into webinars, to look into an online course. There are tons of free courses out there around all types of things: communication, project management, entrepreneurship, all of those things. I do see that you will overcome this creative block here by sharpening your skill set. Your clarity of mind is going to come by you being intentional about your professional development and your growth. So, like I said, Scorpio, I know it feels very heavy with you starting off in this Three of Wands, Seven of Cups energy, but with the Page of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles here in the end, this is definitely something you're going to overcome. You're going to overcome it with grace, with resilience. So hang in there. Continue to strive towards, like I said, being intentional about your growth and your professional development, because your clarity to overcome these creative blocks are going to come from inspiration that you intentionally seek out. So the advice cards that came up for you guys for this situation is believe and trust, self-respect, and make a commitment. So with the self-respect card being in the middle here, I kind of get a sense that whatever mistake this is, it may have been something that have something to do with your values and how your personal value systems show up within the workspace. So as you're seeking to really regain your confidence, continue to respect yourself, honor yourself, Don't let other people disrespect you no matter what you did. And believe and trust that you're going to move past this. You're going to overcome this. And make a commitment to yourself to really take the lesson from whatever it was that happened and to apply that moving forward. Make a commitment to be your best self and continue to bring your best self into your workspace. And like I said, to believe and trust that this is just one small drop in the bucket, Scorpio. This is not the end of your career, I promise you. So that's all I have. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you next week. I am rooting for you. Until then.